Hey there, I'm reporting from my kitchen today. Before I head back into the music store, I wanted to prepare some sauce for tonight. So I'm actually going to be trying out, for the first time, just kind of winging it, some healthy Alfredo sauce because I heard that you can make it out of plain Greek yogurt. So this is just plain Wegmans brand Greek yogurt. And I'm going to light my stove here. We'll try like a low heat. Get things started there. This shouldn't take too long, because I only got about 10 minutes before I have to leave, so hopefully it'll be okay. So, they say to start with the yogurt, and then add in a little bit of water or milk. I'm actually going to try it with water, because I want to see how low I can possibly go with the amount of calories that I end up putting in. Other ingredients I'm going to be adding are a bunch of spices, because of course. I was considering Parmesan cheese, though the recipe that I was kind of looking at as a guide to see if this was even possible said nothing about cheese, but Parmesan cheese isn't that bad, and it's not like you'd put in that much anyways. Alright, so I got that spread out on the bottom. Now before the heat hits it too hard, I'm going to put in a little bit of water, which will help it get a little bit more of that saucy type texture. And if this switches into something a little less gloppy pretty soon, I'll probably switch over to like a wire whisk instead, just to get it to blend in together a little bit better. And actually the consistency is already pretty good. Okay, I think I'm going to put in a little bit more. You probably heard from that sound, that slurpy sound, it really wasn't much at all. Okay, switching to the whisk. Let's go with a little one here. And I'm using a stainless steel pan. Oh yeah, big difference. Okay, not too bad, a little bit thick, but that's alright. Okay, so, when I use Italian seasoning, I usually put enough so that it looks like I've thrown in a pile, okay? And so it'll look like about that much, okay? A little pile. Okay, we'll whisk that in. So it's not too much, just enough to get a little extra bit of flavor there. Okay. Next. And this is why I'm not giving you actual measurements either, because you really should learn how much you like as far as how much to season stuff. So, this is garlic powder. And I put about that much garlic powder. Okay. See the color in there? Okay. Tripod. Okay. I like a lot of garlic in my stuff. Everything gets seasoned with garlic for me. But some people don't like it at all. But I feel like if you're making Alfredo sauce, garlic is a pretty important ingredient. Okay. Now next is saying salt and pepper too. I'm going to lower my heat just a little bit so that I can barely see flame. Alright. It's starting to get a little bubbly. I don't think I want to bring this to a boil. Also, I'm supposed to be adding some butter into this too. I forgot about that. Whoops! So, for that cup of yogurt that I put in, I'm going to add about, let's go with a tablespoon. A tablespoon isn't crazy, it's not breaking the bank. But, yeah, it's going to add some calories. But, you know, if you want this to really be more than just, like, cream, like seasoned cream, you know, if you really want it to taste like Alfredo, you really ought to have butter in there. Some people use olive oil, I don't. Whenever I've made any kind of Alfredo sauce, which has never been with yogurt before, I've always used butter. It just helps to bring everything together a little bit better. And it's melting. And now I'm actually starting to smell it. It actually smells pretty good. Okay. Wish I kind of had a third hand here. Right there. Take a look and see how our progress is looking here. See, it's actually got a pretty good, there we go, pretty good consistency to it. Okay. Alright. Butter is almost melted. This definitely looks like Alfredo sauce. And what's really cool about it is it's not separating either. Alright. So, the last things I'm going to put in here are salt and pepper. Now, I'm going to do a thing though first. I definitely want to taste this before I add any salt. And for me, pepper, I don't use it that much. I am not big on the pepper flavor, so I'm only going to like put in like a tiny couple of shakes. And certainly if you prefer more pepper in things, put in more. That's not bad. That is not bad. Okay. It could use salt. It does not need much pepper. The garlic is doing a fine job. That's all I put in for pepper. I just went bloop, and that was it. Okay, and then salt. Oh, that's about it. Was about all I did for salt. And that's probably gonna do it, honestly. There's already a ton of flavor in that. Okay. Okay, so the sauce now looks still the same. It's got a good consistency, good thickness. It'll probably thicken up a little bit. It'll definitely thicken a little bit if, when I put it in the refrigerator after this. Alright, I'm going to use a different finger. See how it is. That tastes like Alfredo sauce. No lie. That is actually very, very good. I'm not sure I would have known. Now, I never let it get to a boil. It's steaming a little bit. And certainly it's warm on my finger. I'm sort of letting it rest on the spatula, and then I'm taking a taste, and it's just fine. What I don't want it to do is curdle. Okay, so I don't want to get it to a boil, and I think I'm going to leave it right there. I think we're good. So, that's it. That's all it took. So however long this video is, that's how long it just took me to make homemade Alfredo sauce with Greek yogurt. So this whole thing of yogurt was 80 calories, and then however much that tablespoon of butter was, which I don't remember that number offhand. Let me go take a look. Okay, so tablespoon of butter was 100 calories, okay? And I didn't put in anything that added any more calories. So 180 calories plus, ready for this? I'll end up serving it with this. This also got at Wegmans. It's in the gluten-free section. There's spaghetti, angel hair, I think, and then the third one is rice. And it tastes actually pretty good. For one serving, it's 15 calories. Alright, so if you're doing the math, it is like about 200 calories for like spaghetti Alfredo. And if you were to add, say, like broccoli and chicken breast, like diced chicken breast, cooked up into that, like that's gonna be like a really nice meal. And if you've got it seasoned well, like this sauce is definitely seasoned very, very well, like that's something you'd get at a restaurant. But like it's only gonna end up being like 400 calories-ish, 450 calories, depending on how much chicken you put in there. And that's not bad at all. That's a really, really good dinner. It's got your vegetables in there. You're not overdoing it with the carbs because this doesn't have carbs in it. Oh, wait. Yes, it does. It has 6 grams of carbohydrates minus 6 grams of fiber, so you also get your fiber in there, too. That's why I like these. If you're going to try these, make sure when you take them out of the package, you rinse them. And then basically, if I was going to prepare this right now and eat it, I would actually just stick this directly in here, coat it, and that's it. You don't actually need to cook these. So, it's just something good to know. But do rinse them first. Rinse some colander, and stick the colander poured in there from that. Okay? So, yeah, that's how to make really healthy noodles Alfredo. Okay? So, hopefully, that's given you a little bit of inspiration for a good meal coming up. I know it's still hot outside. Nobody really wants hot pasta dish, but save this one for those cold winter days. And, yeah, really easy ingredients, too. All right. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks.